Hey guys, how are you? So, I have this thing where I get away and I have to be in a very quiet space, and I don't know if you guys do the same thing, but my car is like my little sacred space. It's very therapeutic when I'm driving, and I find even when I'm home, just sitting in the garage and really just brainstorming and thinking, I get a lot of answers. It's so weird. um but I was literally brainstorming for myself because God was like, sit in the car for a bit and just think. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you something. um it helps, okay, because I was telling you guys, you have to find a really quiet space to really just connect with God, away from everybody. And energies are very heavy and energies can transfer. So, I mean, yeah, your bedroom is nice, yeah, the bathroom is nice, or but if you are in a place where there's a lot of energy, what I mean by that is the energy of other people, and it doesn't have to mean they're bad people. It does not have to matter at all, because literally one person's energy can really shift your day, and it doesn't have to be anything bad. It can be as simple as, you know, you're about to do something that's very specific and important to you, and then as soon as you walk into the living room and your brother is there or your sister's there, whoever, you don't have to speak to them, but for some reason it's kind of the energy just completely shifts, and you went from wanting to do something or thinking about something to all of a sudden changing your mind and wanting to do something else. That's how powerful energy is, right? And it doesn't have, like I said, it doesn't have to mean that the person's bad or anything like that. But it was weird because God was saying, go to a place where not everybody goes, where there's not a lot of energy, because no one really goes there. No one really goes in my garage. My kids are all over the house, but no one really goes in the garage. And because of that, I find the energy, it just feels new. It's like when you move into a new home, and it's when you move into a new home and it's that freshness. It's hard to explain that freshness. There's no interruptions. It just feels like there's no type of interruptions. No, it's just fresh. I can't explain. It's just fresh, right? And so I listened, and as soon as I did this, I kid you not, ideas just kept coming to me like this. Ideas about what's next for me specifically and what I need to start focusing on. I literally started doing some of the stuff, the instructions that I just got for myself. I started to take action towards it, and I literally took the first steps towards it, right? So with that being said, after I've done that, I also heard God was saying, okay, not just you, but because he said make a video. He's not just, oh, there's a heart on my windshield, not my windshield, my rear view mirror. There's a heart. It's I can't explain it. There's a heart on my rear view mirror. Okay, let me just say that. And I did not see that before. I just saw it now, and it's, well, I don't even know how that got there. And my kids didn't do that. That's that's so crazy. He's been it's weird because God has been communicating with me through mirrors. I've been seeing things just drawn on the mirror that I never did and my kids didn't do. And it's just spots, but the spots would literally create an image and I would get a message just from looking at it, right? And just when I was in the shower and I saw, the fog created an image of Jesus, and I was like, whoa. And then I got a message, right? Okay, off topic. That was off topic. Okay, but so he was saying make a video, and he was saying to tell my children they need to go somewhere where there's not a lot of energy and somewhere very quiet and just really listen. Just sit there and listen. That's what he said. Just sit and listen, and don't say, okay, God, what are you going to tell me? Just literally, just naturally, organically, just go there, sit down and just listen. And he said the answers are going to come in. Okay. There's no energy to kind of distract it or anything like that. But then I also heard him say something about a lot of you guys are going to go into, I told you this before in one of the weekly messages, that you guys are going to go into a hermit mode, right? where like no one's really going to hear from you. You're not going to be on social media as much. And the only things that he wants you to focus on is literally your tasks, the things that you're supposed to do every day at home, you know, because everybody has responsibilities. But also he really wants y'all to focus on your purpose. Okay. And he literally said, I don't want to, I'm getting like chills. He's like, I don't want to, I'm going to get emotional right now. He's like, I don't want to rush. I don't want you guys to rush. I'm getting so emotional. Oh my God. He said, I don't want you guys to rush, but I want you guys to spend like even at least 5 minutes a day and just do what I told you to do. That's what he's saying. 5 minutes a day and do what I told you to do. And he's saying, I promise you, you're going to see your results. He's showing me like a seed, and there's, oh my God. So he's showing me a seed and there's like a plant coming out of the seed. Okay. The plant is so small. It's so tiny. I'm like, really? It's so small. But he's saying, I'm hearing, yes, my child. It's so small. It's so small. But he said that once you see this little branch coming out of the seed, he said that's gonna make you so happy. And once you see that, he said your energy's gonna come back. He just said your energy's gonna come back. That's gonna be your motivation. That I just heard Luke. And I'm hearing 13. I don't know I don't know the Bible like the back of my hand. I don't even know what that scripture is. So we have to look it up. But I just heard Luke 13. He said that little branch that comes out, that at the seed, is going to motivate you. And once you see that, so here's instruction. Find a quiet space, sit back, just listen. Okay. He said, just listen. And he said, when the instructions come in, start following the instructions. You can write it down in your phone. You can write it on a piece of paper, or you can literally start the instructions right then and there. So if he's telling you to look up something online that you have to do, like it could be like a school course, it could be a program, it can be, you know, information. Because when you hear something from God, you're going to look up why he told you to do that. Like, for example, if he says, you know, He'll tell you the name of, you know, a specific course, or a name of a company, or a name of like where you're going to get your logo, or a name of where you're going to, you know, start your business courses, or a name of, you know, and you're going to obviously look up a way to like a place to buy the logo, or a place to find the course, or find a book. He may even tell you a specific book to get. He told me a specific book to get, and I bought it yesterday and I started reading it, and child. Okay. So when these specific instructions come, he said, follow these steps first. And once you follow these steps, you're going to see a little piece of, plant coming out of that seed. And he said, once you see that, that's going to motivate you. He said, you're going to get your energy back. And that's for those of you guys who felt like you've lost your energy, the motivation that you've had, children, the motivation that you've had since you were a child, and you felt like that drive is gone, you're going to get that drive back. Okay. Because we know when you're kids, you're energetic. When you're kids, it's like you want to do things, you know, nothing can listen, when a child is determined to get something, nothing can stop that child. Okay. Like, you know, when my kids want something, they're determined to get it. You know, even when I say no, they're determined to get it. And it's like they have that motivation, you know? And I said this to you guys before, when you have a purpose, and your purpose is always something you've wanted to do when you were a kid. Okay. When you have a purpose and you're a child, don't you guys notice that like when you want to do something, you're consistently focused on it? You're researching about it. You're watching people who are doing the same things that you want to do, and you're so motivated. You have the energy, and it's kind of like no one can stop you. It's like, imagine you're a child playing house when you're a kid. Imagine you're a kid, and let there be light. Imagine you're a kid playing house, and you know, and when you're playing house, it's like, you know what you want and you go after it, kind of thing. You know, you're like, I'm going to pretend that I'm an astronaut and you pretend you're an astronaut, you're so motivated, you're going to get that type of drive back. And when that drive comes back, it's not going to go away. And it's going to start from the specific instruction he tells you to do. So go find somewhere quiet to go and, really just listen, and go somewhere where not a lot of people go. So there's no lingering of energy. Okay. He also said something about, taking quiet time out, staying away from social media for a bit. And even if you do have a business on social media, that's fine. But he's saying like less time on social media and really just focusing on the priority things that you have to focus on and your tasks, and really just focus on your purpose 5 minutes a day. And he was saying that 5 minutes a day, the more time that goes on, the more energy you spend on it, you're going to start to see a little piece of the branch coming out. Whoa, he is saying you are going to see the seed crack open before winter is done. Your energy will be back before spring next year, he said. Before spring next year. Okay. And it's crazy because I told y'all that there was a judgment month in the video yesterday. There's a judgment month in February 12th that I got. And I said that after that there was going to be justice. I feel like, remember, February going into March is kind of like going into spring, right? And I feel like spring is when the justice is going to come in for you guys. So congratulations, but follow these instructions. I love you guys. Bye.